Hope you're doing well. Listen, uh, I actually this is Wednesday. Let me see, the 8th of November. So I'm recording these ahead of time. And I had the incredibly joyful experience of going to the dentist today to get a little filling. It was supposedly a minor filling, which I guess it was. There's only one problem with this whole thing. I don't know, those needles that they use to give you, to numb your mouth, that's one of the most frightening. I mean, literally, it's like a nightmare. And today, I don't know what was going on. I never had this happen before. But this wonderful person, she's a very nice person. I certainly don't want to speak ill of her, and I don't mean it in such a way, but it wasn't one shot. It was 3 different times that needle had to go into my mouth. Now, I'm a little phobic when it comes to needles. I'm not a real big needle fan. I could never be one of those kind of addicts that do that. It just wouldn't work for me. Hopefully, I'll never be a diabetic because it's a real issue for me. Don't like needles. I remember when I was just a little kid, it took 2 nurses and my mother to hold me down just to get a shot. Not a real big needle fan. But to see that thing coming into your mouth 3 times, not just once, 3 times, somewhat overwhelming. My mouth just thawed out, basically. Anyway, I want you to just think about one of the things that we can rest in. Now, I can rest in, is the beautiful verses that tell us that we do not have to fear what mere man can do to us. That's a very important truth. It's one that oftentimes is overlooked. It says that in Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 25, that the fear of man brings a snare. You remember in 1 Samuel 15:24 that when Saul made his huge mistake and didn't obey God, he said he didn't do it because he feared what the people would have thought. The fear of man. Now, there's things that people do to us. Obviously, this dentist was not, assistant was not being mean-spirited or hurtful in any way. She's doing her job, and I'm thankful she did. I'm sure it would have hurt much worse if I had to have that thing plugged without Novocaine. But I just think it's amazing that we as Christians can go through life and not have to fear what's coming or what somebody might do to us. Now, that doesn't mean we're not rational people and we understand, how things can affect us and how someone could harm us. But we just don't have to live in this incredible paranoia that so many people live with. The fear of the unseen germ, the fear of the unseen virus, the fear of, what might happen in terms of this, that, or the other thing. We're wise in the way that we approach life. And when it's all said and done, we trust God. That very second little aspect of that verse is, but the one who trusts in the Lord will be exalted. Not a bad gig. That seems to be the statement for the week. We get to trust God, and God works on our behalf. We just simply believe that He's working these things out, and that everything that does happen happens for a reason that will ultimately glorify Him. And as we've said in our last devotion, even the bad things, He turns the curse into a blessing. I guess when we say he's a good, good father, he truly is. It's great to know somebody that has so much power. All power. That one. And he loves us. Till next time, friends. God bless you.